No, Peter, he's not gay. He's a woman stuck in a man's body.
Yeah, gay.
It's totally different.
Sounds the same.
Well, it's not.
Okay, so he wants to be a woman so he can be a lesbian?
No, he'd date men.
Gay.
Yeah, gay.
Alright, boys, I'm pretty sure y'all see that little libs of TikTok post right there. So we're dealing with an individual that identifies as something that God did not intend for them to identify as or be. So, I've done a video discussing med school. Remember, that one chick was like, oh, well, I don't know what a woman is, even though she was in literal fucking med school? Well, do you think that this nonsense has not permeated or found or wiggled its way into law school? Think again.
So today has been day 4 of law school, and I spent the morning with the Dean of Diversity and Inclusion because I have been...
If your school has a Dean of Diversity and Inclusion, run. Get the hell away from these. I'm telling you, that school right there, any school that has that as a primary focus needs to be defunded yesterday.
I have been misgendered so many times by the faculty of this university, which claims to stand on progressive principles. And so I go to this dean, and this dean tells me that I need to exercise grace and patience in the small things. I'm like, listen, lady.
Lady? How do you know? So the dean's a woman, right? They've prioritized I don't know what school this is, but they prioritized all the progressive values and all that other fun shit. Basically saying how, yeah, we the money doesn't really matter. We're all about pushing this agenda, all about the indoctrination. They about that life, son. And so once you sit there and say that, right? Just like with like when you allow the weirdos to unionize at Starbucks and everything. Like that. As soon as you give them the green light, the okay, well, shit, you end up with people like this who will sit there and be like, yes, well, you say you're about all of these things, so now you have to sit here and cater to me and stop misgendering me and everything else like that, because I was clearly born with a vagina, but I feel like I should have a penis. And it's just like, shit, man. These people, they exist, they're out here, and when you try to pander and cater to them, what have you, I mean, you end up in scenarios like this where they're with them coming at you, making all of these fucking demands. And it's a big part of the reason why the masculine, the father, is so fucking necessary. Dad's there to tell you, no, stop, you've gone too far. Dad's there to make sure that shit, that foundation that's supposed to be set in your younger years is set. Because when you don't have a rock solid foundation, a northern star, a guidance star, if you would, to look towards, like, you end up, oh, gender, yeah, I was supposed to be born with a penis. What happened?
This is not a small thing. Being misgendered is distressing. It's dysphoric. And I explained to her how hard it is to try to figure out why people keep seeing me as a female.
I'm gonna be honest with y'all. If it wasn't for the ridiculous, I'm pretty sure there's been some there's been a few taking of some hormone changing pills and stuff like that, and that haircut is absolutely ridiculous. But sweetheart, your voice is very, very feminine, as well as your makeup as well. Like, there's actually a base here. Guys, come on, seriously, there's a base there for a pretty decent looking chick. But oh no, I think I have a penis. Or I think I should have had a penis, or something. Anyway, you chalk it up. She is she's balls deep in feminine nature, which is ultimately yeah, God, you got it wrong. And it's just like, oh, Jesus Christ.
To her how hard it is to try to figure out why people keep seeing me as a female. And she's like, okay, well, you can escalate it to the Title IX director. I'm like, listen, the Title IX director was on a webinar yesterday misgendering people. To which the...
Guys, we've already sat through like 3-4 fucking logic loops. Her like saying, well, you can take it to this other person. Oh, well, that other person was being, guys, it only digs deeper.
Which this lady had no solutions for me on where to go next. And if this hasn't been a learning experience about how broken our system is and why policies need to change and how much...
Guys, I'm gonna get real for a second. Sweetie, I know you probably don't like me calling you sweetie because you think you're a dude. You're not. You're a chick. And, well, it's not the system that's broken. It's you. Maybe someone didn't hug you enough. Maybe in your past there's some real traumatic shit that you probably, I'm telling you, this is always the fucking case. Like, people go through some extra traumatic shit, they don't know how to deal with it, and they find these ideologies, right? They find the feminisms, they find the gender ideologies, they find, hell, even religion, and they, they seek to deal with that trauma in that way. You know what I'm saying? Like they use these ideologies as outlets for their trauma. And I can't help but feel that may be the case with you. And I'm not going to sit here and pretend like the system, in any system, all systems are flawed without question. But ultimately, the thing that is truly broken in this entire scenario is you, darling. Because there's so many bigger and wider questions that if you're at this base level, right, when it comes to, I hate gender, but when it comes to your biological sex and questioning your biological sex, no, biological sex isn't, no, sweetie, if you're having trouble there, the rest of the shit you ain't built for. Like, life gets fucking real eventually. And instead of actually preparing for it, the school that you go to, the people in your life who've encouraged you to move in this direction, they are all setting you up for an even greater downfall later. And it's fucking sad. But hey, what you gonna do, right? I mean, how many times have I done these videos where we see a somewhat cute chick in feminism, and gender ideology and all these other different, ways of thinking and being, they've wrecked them. And when it comes to guys, they wrecked them. Sorry.
And how much bureaucracy there is and how much the system is set in its ways and why we need really good attorneys, then I don't know what is.
Because people like to sue. That's the way of the world. Yeah, you need really good attorneys because people such as yourself, sweetie, with a few mental issues will send out lawsuits, and insurance rates got to go up, and tuitions and things like fees have to go up, and lawyers need to be paid for, and all this other fun shit, because you will get litigious. Something like that. Like, look at this individual's eyes. They look like they are more than happy and more than ready to get litigious in this bitch because, oh, I'm so offended, I'm so butthurt. And congrats, you've clogged up that system that you claim is broken is the same system that you're fucking turning to, making you a hypocrite. But once again, why is anything else to be expected? Guys, with that being said, we're going to bring this one to an end. All the internet stuff. If you like it, so like, dislike, go ahead, do that too. Nobody's scared of you. Sub. If you enjoy my fantastic voice, you want to get videos like this every single day. Share, because sharing is caring. And YouTube and Bitchute and like on the biggest fans of your boy over here for very obvious reasons. Bang the bell for notifications. Get something from Teespring. Check me out on Odyssey as well. Links in the description. Actually go in the description box and do damage and speak. Let me know. What do you guys think in the comments? I'm telling you, there's a base for like a cute chick there. Dimple and everything else like that. They could have been a cute chick. But Jesus Christ, you let the world get to you, and here you are in all of these logical loops, really, really making hubbubs about things that are about imagined fucking slights. Golly, America is way too fucking comfortable with a whole lot of fuck shit that I will never be comfortable with. But you may disagree and you might be comfortable with it. Let me know what you think in the comments, and until the next one.
Your booze mean nothing. I've seen what makes you cheer. Every breath I take without your permission raises my self-esteem.